18 weeks pregnant, so 4.5 months. I think the last time I spoke to you, I was 15 weeks, so a few weeks has passed, but literally it's gone like that. It's gone so fast I can't even believe it. We've been so busy and bought lots of things, decided on a few things. So as you know, we're having a boy. So we've got our son, and so things have been a lot easier knowing what we're having now. So plans can be put in place. I think I talked to you last time we were going to look at a cot the next day. Well, before I went to look at the cot, I just wanted to go to the shops and have a look at all the different cots that they had available, just so I knew that when we saw this cot, I knew that, yep, this is exactly what I wanted. Well, Rob took me to a shop that he'd seen while he was working and took me there, and I didn't even know about it, and we ended up buying everything. Well, not everything, but 3 of the big ticket items. We bought our pram, we bought our cot, and we bought our car seat. So 3 things that have just been playing on my mind. What am I going to get? What am I going to get? What am I going to get? And we just literally went in and bought them. Well, we were there for 3 hours, but we just put them on lay-by, and so decision's done now. So that's 3 things out of the way. We ended up going for our pram. We went with the Valco Rebel Q Air. So it's so hard. I think I said this before, it's so hard making a decision about what you want to buy because you don't know what your baby's going to be. We decided to just get a single pram, but I had a few things that I wanted. I wanted 4 wheels. I wanted one that reclined all the way back, that had a foot cover. I had all this list. I wanted a sturdy one. I wanted something thick. I hate those flimsy prams you see these days. I don't know how much about me that you know, but I used to nanny, and I've worked in childcare for 15 years. I now have a home daycare. So I've used a lot of different prams. I know what they all push, how they hold, how they tip. So I kind of had a bit of an advantage behind me. So we did get a really sturdy, thick one, but then after I was like, oh, have I gotten the wrong one because it's too heavy, I'm going to be weak, but you know, got the muscles, so that's the least of my worries. I'm not worried about lifting it into the car because it splits apart. That's not what I'm worried about. That's 2 seconds that you have to struggle, but I was worried about pushing it once you get a baby, child, nappy bag, groceries, whatever. I was just worried about it being too heavy, but suck it up, Sarah, you'll be fine. So we bought our pram. I'm really happy with it. For a couple of weeks I was messaging going, oh, I think we made the wrong decision, but I know we made the right decision, so I'm excited to get that. And with the cot, before we were pregnant, before IVF, before everything, all I wanted was the Stokey 4-in-1 crib. That's what I wanted. I wanted a round crib. When I nannied, they had an oval crib and it was beautiful and I loved it and it was different, and so that's all I wanted. But looking at it, actually going and seeing it, different on Pinterest, it just looked cheap, and it's not cheap. It's like $1,500, and it just looked cheap. Like you could see the screws, you could see the bolts. It just, I don't know, it just didn't sit well with me. And when we went to this shop, Rob saw the Bori sleigh cot, but in the display that they had the Bori cot, and then they had the bed that it turns into, and he was like, I want that. We looked around, and we just came back to it, and Rob was like, that's what I want, that's what we're gonna get, and he just loved it. And I was like, well, it makes sense to invest in a cot that can turn into a toddler bed, and then this, the cot that we got actually turns into a double bed. So it makes sense to invest in their future rather than the cot that I wanted for years was just a bassinet and then a cot and then a toddler bed, but it was really small, and I thought, well, what's the point of investing $1,500 in just for the bassinet, because it was a bassinet and then turned into a cot, and that's what I liked about it. They might not even sleep in a bassinet. They might sleep with us, they might sleep in a pram, they might sleep on the couch. I have no idea. So it was just silly to me to invest in a cot that we may not use. So we ended up with the Bori Grande Sleigh cot, and it's beautiful. And we went with white. We went with crisp white. So yeah, so we ordered that, and then we got our car seat. We are going for a car seat rather than a capsule and then put them into a car seat, because we talked about it. And see, I've never had experience with a capsule. I've had a lot of experience with a lot of things, but I have no idea about newborn babies. So I asked around and did a bit of research, and I just am not a fan of the capsule for the baby. For, you know, we said we'll just get a 0 to 4 car seat, and then if we have the baby and the baby, God forbid, only sleeps or falls asleep in the car and we desperately need a bassinet, a capsule, we'll just go down the higher one. Easy as that. But again, no use in investing in a capsule that when it may not even be used. So we got a beautiful car seat, big, thick car seat again. We're going with the big, sturdy things with lots of padding and for head and all the way down. We got the most expensive one there because we do a lot of driving. We do a lot of forward driving. I know you can't take newborns forward driving, but they'll grow with the seat. We're going camping at Christmas, so yeah, we went for the big one. We just kind of went in and went, we'll have this. We're at the register paying, and she was like, oh, wanting the best of the best. I was like, yep, can you tell we're first time parents? Because we just put money aside and said we just are going to buy what we want and the best of what we want. So we didn't go ridiculous, but yeah, so we went that way. So that was literally the Saturday. We bought 3 things done out of the way. Then I got a little bit addicted to online shopping. I have never online shopped, ever. I don't shop. I'm not a shopper. But insomnia has also hit. So I don't sleep at night. And then I got on my phone and I start Googling, and those apps, MumGo and OzSale, got me. They got me. So if you want deals, go to MumGo and OzSale, because oh my gosh, they're good, but I'm gonna have to delete them because I just keep finding all this stuff and buying them. But yes, so I got a pack of creams. I got 2 of each of these, so the other half is in the baby's room already. But I got Little Innocents because, FYI, just for everyone watching, I'm not using Johnson & Johnson's on our baby. I'm so sorry, shouldn't name names, but I'm just not going to use them. So this, years ago I bought a little sample pack, not a sample pack, just like a little miniature version, just to throw in a baby pack I did for a friend, just because they were fluoro and cute, and they ended up being really good. And so I went online and got them. They're Australian, they're certified organic, and they just have beautiful natural ingredients. The only thing is, like, they smell amazing, but it's strong amazing. So, but then I'm thinking, well, with the other baby products, they do have a strong smell anyway. So I just think, oh gosh, you know, because it's, you know, got the aloe vera and coconut and sandalwood and citrus. So it's really, not potent, but it's really strong smelling. So I was like, oh, is that going to be okay for the baby? But it should be okay, hopefully. If not, doesn't matter. We'll get something else. It's trial and error. I have no idea what I'm doing with creams, so use it. If it doesn't work, try something else. So, yeah, Little Innocents. They are, like, this is Vapor Balm, soothing cream for their bottom, powder, because we're having a boy. and moisture lotion, and then the body wash. So I just got a pack. There was like, and I got 2 of everything. So that was on Mum Go. Go check it out. And I also got some nappies, because we're cloth napping. We're going to attempt cloth napping. Never say definites is what I've learnt. Go with the flow. But we're planning to cloth nappies, so we're buying, I'm bulking up, buying our stash. I've had these from about 4 years ago, and they've been sitting in my cupboard waiting for when we get pregnant. But yeah, so these are the cloth nappies. You all know them. Have the lines in them. We have a beautiful, beautiful friend who's going to make them for us. But yeah, I just had a few. Again, the app had a sale of 5 for cheap, so I bought them. And yeah, just to add to the stash. And if we have too much, I can leave some at Mum and Dad's or Rob's parents, just so everyone has them. I'm not saying I'm not using disposable nappies. I'll probably use disposable nappies, but if I can use cloth nappies when I'm at home, then that, you know, minimises the amount of... I have a daycare of 4 children, and up until recently, all 4 children had nappies, and oh my goodness, there's so many nappies, and all of that's going into the bin, and then they don't break down. They go straight into the rubbish. So if I can use 1 of these a day and take out all those disposables, then I'll try my best. And it's also good for Bub, you know. It must be so uncomfortable. So yeah, so we got our cloth nappies. We got a few cloth nappies, and we're making our order with our friend. So we'll have those in a few months' time. And I made a decision on our nappy bag, which was not hard. I kind of knew exactly what I wanted straight away. But the one thing I didn't know was I being ridiculous about, was I being a first-time mum and wanting a nappy bag when I could just buy a big handbag? But good old Facebook, all the mums said, yes, you need a nappy bag. So I was like, okay, good. I'm not being ridiculous. So I loved, this is my nappy bag, the pink lining. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but it's a UK brand, I think. And they don't sell it in Australia. And I searched every night, searched and searched and searched. And I finally found, I was going to buy it from the UK, which was going to make it a bit expensive, but not as expensive as some of the bags here. But I searched, and just randomly one night a business came up, and she sells them on her website in Australia. Ordered it, got it in 2 days. It was amazing. Now, oh my gosh, I've totally forgotten her name. I will link it below what her name is, because literally I just ordered and I had it, and it was amazing, and I had searched and searched, and no one else in Australia sells it for as cheap as she had it. So this is it. It's called Pink Lining, the brand, and I got the type Blooming Gorgeous, and it's just beautiful. I just don't really know where to start. It's just your typical line, and it's like, oh, I don't know if you can see the colour, fluoro pink inside. Comes with a change mat, a wet bag, and it has inside like thermal pockets, bottle pockets, nappy pockets, things for your keys. Like, it's just beautiful. And totally me, and has navy bows. And the straps are perfect. They sit right on my shoulder, like just at a beautiful length, and you can put it just behind your like elbow, and it's just perfect. And it has a clip, and this is like leather. The outside is like, I don't know the material, but you can wipe it down. Like, can you hear it? It's not material that's the dirt's going to stick to it. It's just pretty perfect, and I love it, and I'm obsessed, and I'm so glad I got it. And then it's not too big, and it'll strap onto my pram, and yeah, it's just perfect. So I was so happy with my purchase, because I didn't know whether to get the handbag looking nappy bag or a baby looking nappy bag, if you kind of understand what I mean. But I was like, no, this is who I am. It just screams Sarah, so I love it and it's amazing and I'm excited. So yeah, got 7,000 months to go, but it's alright. It'll stay in plastic and it's one thing that I don't have to worry about. I'm just buying a few things every couple of weeks just so I have it, and because I struggled so much in my first 3 months, I'm not really banking on the last 3 months being amazing, so I'm just using this second trimester where I'm feeling amazing PS to just do everything. So then if I do go downhill, I'm fine, we're set, we're done. Yeah, so as I said, I'm feeling awesome, like totally fine. I'm getting bigger. My belly's growing, which I'm not used to. I've never been one to be vain and like, oh my gosh, I've got to be skinny. But when you start getting a belly, you really notice it. It's really crazy, like the way you sit and eat. Like you have to sit up so everything can flow, and it's just different. It's so funny. Like you imagine when you try for a baby, you just imagine all these things and you just can't, it's just nothing that I imagined. It's so funny, the differences in your body, boobs, everything is just changing. I just can't believe it. So yeah, so we're stretching. I'm not, when I first got pregnant, I bought like a belly butter, pregnancy belly cream. Used it once and was like, I try and use it as natural as possible. I don't always, but if I can go natural, I can. And so what I did is I made my own belly butter. All it is coconut and jojoba oil, because I love jojoba oil for everything. I keep it in the fridge so it's solid. It's starting to melt because it's about 70,000 degrees right now. But I just put it in an old cream container and I just rub it on every night. It was really oily. You have to be careful. I've learned that I put it on like a good hour or so before I go to bed to let it soak in. But it soaks in and you're completely fine. Like you're completely fine to put clothes on, go in your sheets, everything. But just needs to like dry off and seep in. So I put that on stomach, hips, butt, boobs, everything. I just put it all over. I don't believe creams will help the stretch marks. I have stretch marks already from when I was like 11 and I grew, and so from my thighs all up my hips, butt, love handles, everything has just like white stretch marks. So I'm gonna get stretch marks whether I like it or not, no matter how much butter I put on. But if it just helps soften, and I have my scar from my surgery, so I really focus on that, and I had my belly button pierced as a teenager, so I really focus on that and just hope that it like gives some moisture so it doesn't explode. That's my biggest fear, of it splitting, but whatever, can't help it. So yeah, so that's, I put that on my body every night. I should do it in the mornings, but I don't wake up enough. I don't wake up early enough to put it on before I get ready for work, so if I get up early, I would, but yeah, I just put it on once a day and just hope for the best. That's all I can do, really. I'm feeling fine. I'm eating fine. It's still touch and go with food, but oh my god, I'm eating so many carbs. Would you say? I've never been a carb, like a no carb girl, but I just eat so much of it. Like all I eat is cereal and bread. I'm slowly introducing fruits now because I was really off fruits and vegetables, but the only vegetable I can stomach is broccoli and potato. That's all I can eat, so I'm trying really hard to just, I have carrots raw, but yeah, so that's all I can do. I'm like, whatever, I've just got to go with it. I'm not putting pressure on myself. Oh my gosh, you have to eat this and eat this. I just eat what I can. Friggin' can't stop eating cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, so I eat lactose-free cheese, and that's all I eat all the time. If I need a snack, cheese. I have like a cup of grated cheese just go with it. So yeah, so I'm feeling good. I have energy. I have lots of energy. I'm exercising again, not like I used to, and I'm hating it. I just want to get back into it, but I don't know, I'm taking it easy. I'm riding, which is the most hilarious thing in the whole entire world, trying to ride and like decipher not to hurt your belly. It's hilarious. So I'm riding. We have a pool, so I swim and just do exercises in the pool. I started pregnancy yoga on Saturday. It was my first session and it was good. I was just oh my gosh, I'm literally dripping with sweat. It's so hot here. My goodness. It was just good to stretch, but seriously, Sunday I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I could not move. It was crazy. And it was an hour and a half, and it's not like normal yoga that's flowing and you go into your exercises. It's just literally like, we're going to do this pose now. We're going to do this pose now. And so it was really structured and just really stretching and focusing on, you know, just stretching and opening your body. So it was really good, and I think I might keep going for as long as I can. There was 2 other ladies who were at the end and they were still doing it, so I enjoyed it, and it was a good chance to get out and just do something for me and just to surround myself with other pregnant people, because I'm with kids all day and my husband, so that's about me. So it was good. So yeah, so it's been really good. Last 3 weeks have been awesome, and yeah, we've got our scan coming up. I have my first pregnancy massage coming up. So we have our morphology scan. Oh, we had our appointment with our doctor and he said everything's awesome. And yeah, so that's it. I've got lots of stuff. I keep buying stuff. Still haven't started the nursery. We're waiting on people for flooring and everything like that. So that'll come. I'm just scared that I can't help later. So I want to try and do it now while I can move and help. But yeah, that's all good. I'm not worried about it. We know what we want to do, so we'll just get it done as we can. And yeah, so that's it from me, and I'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye.